The Photograph is the movie starring Issa Rae, Lakeith Stanfield, and HARRIET. Now, if you're not familiar with these actors, Issa Rae was in Little and The Hate U Give. Stanfield and HARRIET were in Get Out. Now, I would categorize this movie as a feel-good movie, which is a movie which is pretty straightforward. I don't have to worry about any complicated plot twists, and it's funny, thereby making it a bit difficult for me to dissect, you would think. However, there were a few things that were noteworthy. Watching this movie, well, at least the first half of it, was like watching Beyonce act. Beyonce is so well known that I would imagine it hard for people, certainly myself, to see past her persona, to see the character she's trying to portray in a movie. Likewise, considering that I'm currently reading Issa Rae's book entitled The Misadventures of an Awkward Black Girl, and Stanfield and HARRIET played side by side in the most iconic recent horror movie, it was a bit difficult to detach myself from those things and see them for the characters that were playing in this movie. But I did warm up to their characters more than halfway through the movie. The second thing is this movie felt like a movie that could have aired on Lifetime or Netflix. A regular TV movie, not on the widescreen. Having said that, it is always nice to see movies with a predominantly black cast tackling sort of taboo topics. In this case, a cycle of family dysfunction, aka a lack of communication / lack of support, but being portrayed through a love story and not treated in a way that is accusatory, like airing someone's dirty laundry. The plot is presented as so, here's what I do, why I do it, but I'm open to change, breaking the cycle. Now this movie will do different things for different people, but for me, it put a magnifying glass on how I react and resolve conflict. I tend to do the silent treatment in some instances, like freeze you out hardcore, like you don't even exist, because there just aren't words to express my anger or disappointment. And you know what they say about anger, your mouth moves faster than your brain. Subconsciously too, I don't want to be perceived as the angry black woman.
I worked my ass off!
And then other times I swing back the other direction and I'm very direct. Way too honest to a fault. And the result of that is it comes across as being harsh. But you know, you live and you learn and you change, and that's the message in this movie. You don't have to keep repeating the same negative patterns, especially when you become aware that you are doing these things. As much as I quite enjoyed this movie, regretfully, I have to rate it a 6 out of 10. Some of the jokes just weren't that funny, and in some instances, the dialogue was weak, almost as though it was improvised, and it did not do much for the story. The flashbacks of the main character's mother's relationship was far more interesting than the main character's. And that's a problem. And a few of the scenes were unnecessarily long, like the love scene. For that scene to be that long, it needed more lighting. And that's all I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you next Tuesday. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Bye!
No talking when our bodies touch. Caught up in these X's and these O's, like whoa, 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 whoa. See, I